If you're a business that's used to hiring foreign workers, I've got some terrible news for you and how long it might take you to secure those workers. I've got Ines here ready to go through those changes with you. Ministerial Direction 119. Sounds like a bit of gobbledygook, but what does that mean to the viewers and their possible visa applications?
This again is applicable from the 25th of July and it applies to applications already lodged. Okay. So it applies to 482s, 186s, 494s, etc. And what's really interesting about this direction is that I've never seen a direction quite like this.
16 years
yeah,
in the game.
And they've given a order of priority, which I will read out because it's really extremely fascinating. But effectively, this order of priority means that onshore 482s and 186s are the priority.
Yep.
Other people who are offshore and of value are going to take even longer. And currently processing times are, let's say, I used to work in the space where it was 4 weeks. Now we're taking as long as 7 to 9 plus. You just don't know how. And in the meantime, businesses are suffering because they cannot get talent to do the work.
Yeah.
So let's talk about these priorities. One is onshore law enforcement and defense applications. Yep. So this appears to be priority number 1. Yep. Priority number 2 is offshore law enforcement and defense applications. So you can see a trend here with the law enforcement. Yep. So, and then there is onshore health, teaching and construction. Okay. Makes sense. Healthcare has always been a priority, teaching and construction, building homes, etc. That makes sense there. And then it's all other onshore applications.
Okay.
And only then is it all other offshore applications.
Wow.
So you can see the significant impact for 482s and 186s.
So it's going to make it very difficult for businesses to want to recruit externally from Australia and look to hire, let's call it people locally here who just happen to be on a graduate visa, student visa, maybe another 482. That's kind of what we're seeing.
So there might be a lot of talent pulling from one company to another.
Yeah. So the domestic, let's call it labour market, somebody's here as an accountant at a Big Four, they might be getting poached by another firm because they don't want to get somebody from overseas that's going to take a year to get a visa granted.
Well, I would like to see what it would look like, but yes, there are businesses who have special accreditations that they might be able to be done faster, but it will be really interesting to watch how this unfolds and what impact this has on business because it will have an impact.
If you're a company director, part of HR, or rely on sponsoring people from overseas or in Australia, please contact us and we'd be more than happy to walk you through these changes and how they affect your business.